1 in the Western Conference begins. The Jazz are looking to prove their bid has substance, that they are not simply chasing an illusion. Will they bring enough to steal a Game 1 road win tonight against the Lakers? Round 1, Game 1, the NBA playoffs, coming up next.
The playoff battle in the West starts off with a bang right here. Game 1. I'm Kevin Harlan along with Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge. And joining us now courtside, the man who won 3 consecutive NBA titles, the incomparable Shaquille O'Neal. Shaq, it is so great to be with you.
Kevin, it's great to be here. I just always wanted to tell you this. When I was playing, I just used to love when you used to say my name. So thank you for all the great times when you said my name. Appreciate you very much. This guy next to you, I used to hate playing against him. All he did was try to come down and double team on the trap.
With Greg?
Yeah, Greg, just always. But other than that, I love being here with you guys. You know what?
To Niang. Basket good.
Quick trigger. And from that range, if he senses the defenders have backed off, forget about it.
And so the Lakers take the win. A pretty good feeling right now for them to be out in front like this in the series.
So critical. And you know they'll want to ride this wave into game 2.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thank you, Kevin. LeBron, you have accomplished so much in this league. How have you sustained it for this long?
You know, it's only a select few. It's not many who make it to this point, and I would never take the game for granted. That's why I try to give everything I can till I can't give no more. And I've been around some great players, great coaches, great organizations. And for me to have this opportunity right here means a lot, and I'm very humbled.
Well, we appreciate all the work you've put in, man. Congratulations. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. And that about wraps it up, folks. I hope you've enjoyed our broadcast of the NBA Western Conference quarterfinals. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. See you later.
The Western Conference NBA playoffs, round 1 continues. The Los Angeles Lakers come in off a critical Game 1 win and are now poised and prepared as they attempt to take a 2-0 lead against the Utah Jazz. Round 1 of the NBA playoffs continues.
We are just about ready to get underway here in Game 2 of the first round of the Western Conference playoffs. 2K Sports brings it to you live once again. Tonight, we'll see the Utah Jazz as they play against the Los Angeles Lakers here in Staples Center. Alongside Greg Anthony and Steve Smith with David Aldridge on the sideline, this is Kevin Harlan. And checking out Utah's opening lineup, Mitchell and Ingles serve as the wingmen. Gobert is out there with Bogdanovich, and it's Conley in at the point guard position. And for the Lakers, the forwards are LeBron and Davis. Then there's Andre Drummond. Then there's Dennis Schroeder. And it's Horton Tucker in at the shooting guard. And so off the tip, it's Utah. Bogdanovich passes to Mitchell. And it's sent back by Drummond.
That rejection was well timed. Get that shot out of here. Drummond staying patient, waiting for the right moment to pounce.
Right wing. Here's O'Neal. A three-pointer off the mark.
I wonder what the score would be if they weren't controlling.
The indestructible one. LeBron brushing off contact with Mike Conley.
Schroeder dishes to LeBron. Davis with a screen on Clarkson. Loads it up for Davis. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
And you can see him give a little nod and then just
Passes it to O'Neal. And stolen by LeBron. A finish. And the dunk by James.
I love the effort and energy from LeBron. He knows how to turn a steal into a...
Davis has got rebound number 5 here tonight. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him.
Yeah, heard the whistle and
Here's Clarkson. And so it's LeBron James making things happen for Los Angeles. And of everything he's doing well, it's his scoring that you point to first. Already 22 points in this game. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thank you, Kevin. Here with Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. And Kentavious, you guys were getting a lot of offensive rebounds in the first half. How important was that?
Oh, man, that is important, man. We got to keep them off the glass. We can't get them second shot, and we got an offensive rebound too as well. Get us some second chance at the basket and just keep working hard.
Well, you made it work in the first half, KCP. Thanks a lot. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, folks, we hope you've enjoyed the first half. I'm Ernie Johnson. Next to me, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. It's the NBA playoffs on 2K Sports. Taking a look at the Lakers. Getting out to a 2-0 lead in the series would mean so much to them. And it looks like this game could go down to the wire trying to achieve that goal. This game is definitely still up for grabs, the way these two teams are battling. What'd you think, Kenny, about what we saw from the Lakers?
Well, you've got to love the work the reserves have done so far for them. The bench comes in, and they've been big, giving the starters a much-needed break. They've come in, and they've contributed.
How about you, Shaq? What did you think about Utah?
Well, the low turnovers really stood out to me. They didn't get loose with it. Nothing was forced. They had a nice flow to the offense. Guys knew where to be on the floor. That's the heads-up style of play they need to bring in the second half.
And that's going to do it for our halftime show, sadly. Third quarter about to start. See you again after the final.
Horn. Oh, buzzer.
Gobert with a screen for Clarkson. Takes it inside, and it's sent back by Drummond. To the paint, and it's Drummond with the jam.
So gifted. Drummond soars through the air, then explodes on the finish.
Pass to Conley. Back to Ingles. Jazz passing it around, and it's sent back by Drummond. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Drummond. An outstanding defensive play to earn the Mobile One block.
And bringing that postseason intensity, so key. These plays can change the trajectory of a game.
Mitchell, he's checked in for Clarkson. Pass to Caldwell-Pope. Puts it up for Davis. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
Off the pick and roll, AD used his size.
Caruso looking for an opening. Here's Horton Tucker. Here's Davis, and Davis throws it down home.
Entertaining fans and embarrassing opponents. 80 showing us.
They need this one. Trying to get open is Davis. Drummond, and Drummond throws it down.
Multi-time NBA rebound leader. Might want to think about putting it
over in the corner. Caldwell Pope lets it go from 11. Gasol trying to free himself up. Yes! And the foul. Mitchell. And so he's picked up his final foul. And he is it for the rest of this game.
And guys, this is where their depth in this second half.
This was obviously a focal point coming out of the break. Looks smart when the shots are going down.
And so it's the Lakers taking care of business here. And this win puts them squarely in the driver's seat in this series. Up now, Greg, 2-zip with all the momentum on their side.
I mean, in fantastic shape right now. If they can capitalize on this victory and win game 3, you can just about put this series to bed.
You got it. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thank you, Kevin. AD, a road trip coming up ahead against some quality teams. What's the level of confidence that you can take care of business out there?
I'll be very confident. We're going to stay disciplined. We're going to take it one game at a time. We got a lot of tough teams coming up. On the road, it's always tough. You have nobody there, but the team. So we're going to continue to play together and hopefully we can come out on top.
Well, you guys do well when it's you against the world, man. Congratulations. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. And that about wraps it up, folks. We hope you've enjoyed our broadcast of the NBA Western Conference quarterfinals. For David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and Steve Smith, and the rest of our terrific 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. See you next time.
The Western Conference NBA Playoffs, Round 1 continues. The Lakers come into Game 3 up 2-0. Will their relentless desire thrust them to a third straight victory? The scenery changes to hostile ground as they face off against the Jazz. Round 1 of the NBA Playoffs continues.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to Game 3 of this Western Conference first round series. We're 2-0 so far, and we'll see if the home court advantage holds sway. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Doris Burke. Also joining us from the sidelines, David Aldridge. And now the Lakers starting group. The forwards are LeBron and Davis. Then there's Andre Drummond. Then there's Dennis Schroeder. And it's Horton Tucker in at the 2. And for Utah, Conley in the backcourt with Mitchell as well. In and up at the forwards, it's Ingles along with Bogdanovich. And it's Gobert in at the center position.
Here we go.
And it's going to be the Jazz off the tip. Now here's Conley. Pass to Mitchell. Takes the 13-footer.
Not letting that one fly. Drummond using his height and his man to deny the shooter.
And he hits it and gets hacked on the play. A three-point possibility to convert the free throw.
Well, as soon as you recognize a size mismatch, you have to attack.
Los Angeles shooting their first free throw of the game right now. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. And stolen by Drummond. And here we go. Fast break. James has got it. And Drummond throws it down.
And when he gets himself into the right position, Drummond is so...
In the corner, it's James. Drummond sets a screen for James. Trying to find Davis. He's got it now. Rebound, Utah. Can you believe he almost brought the whole thing down by hanging on that long? Here's James. Oh, and the jam by LeBron.
LeBron James, ever the showman with an exceptional slam there. One of the best dunkers in the history of the game.
And So it's LeBron James making things happen for the Los Angeles Lakers. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. We come back right after this.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
And a heightened atmosphere we have here this evening for NBA playoff action. Hey everybody, I'm Ernie Johnson. Got Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith by my side. Looking at the Lakers, they have taken care of business in the first 2 games, but they got a fight on their hands tonight. They're not going to be able to just cruise to a 3-0 lead in this series. It's going to take some effort in the second half. And let's get your thoughts, Kenny, on the Lakers.
Well, let's give it up. Let's give it up for King James. How many times have you seen him as his team's focal point? It's amazing what he does, and he continues to do it in this strong league.
How about you, Shaq? What did you think about Utah?
It's been a matchup disaster for them at the defensive end. They're having all sorts of trouble and giving up a lot of easy passes. Not too late if they could tighten it up and give a lot of intensity on defense.
And that wraps up the halftime show. Third quarter set to begin in just a few.
Going inside, over LeBron, and the rejection by James through the basket, and the rejection by Harris. He lobs it up, and the dunk by McLemore.
Liking the vision there from Caldwell Pope, looking to get his guys going when they're over.
He can guard. Whatever you need, he's going to bring it.
James against Mitchell, and it's slammed in by Davis.
He just powered that one down.
One of the game's top.
And it's been a ridiculous performance in the best sense possible. I mean, everything about his game has been working. And no matter what they've thrown at him, he's had the answer.
And Greg, to play like he has under the most intense circumstances here in the playoffs makes it all the more remarkable. Here's Schroeder. So it's Los Angeles winning this one easily. You have to think at this point, up 3-zip. It's only a matter of time now, Greg, until this series is in the books.
You know, this victory all but seals the deal. As strong as they look throughout this game and this series, I'll be shocked if they don't close it out in Game 4.
And we've got David Aldridge standing by on our sideline with the player of the game. David, it's all yours.
Thank you, Kevin. LeBron, you have accomplished so much in this league. How have you sustained it for this long?
You know, it's only a select few. It's not many who make it to this point, and I would never take the game for granted. That's why I try to give everything I can till I can't give no more. And I've been around some great players, great coaches, great organizations. And for me to have this opportunity right here means a lot, and I'm very humble.
Well, we appreciate all the work you've put in, man. Congratulations. Back to you, Kevin.
David, thank you as always. And that about wraps it up, folks. We hope you've enjoyed our broadcast of the NBA Western Conference quarterfinals. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Alden, this is Kevin Harlan along with our terrific 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. See you later.
The Western Conference NBA Playoffs, Round 1 continues. The Jazz have their backs against the wall, down 3-0. Can the dream of defying history by doing what no team has done before drive them to victory? It's a must-win Game 4 against the Los Angeles Lakers. Will there be an upset in Round 1? It's all coming up next.
And this is it, Game 4 of the Western Conference quarterfinals. We're looking at what it could be a very short series. I'm Kevin Harlan. We've got Steve Smith and Greg Anthony alongside. Our sideline reporter tonight, David Aldridge. Now let's check out our starters for the Los Angeles Lakers. The forwards are LeBron and Davis. Then there's Dennis Schroeder. Then there's Andre Drummond. And it's Horton Tucker in at the 2 guard. And for the Jazz, Mitchell and Engel serve as the wingmen. Rudy Gobert is out there at Bogdanovich. And it's Conley in at the point. So the Lakers win the tip. Here's Mitchell, takes it inside, and it's sent back by Drummond. Last break, the Lakers, and James throws it down.
How do you stop that? LeBron with too much lift and too much power by accident.
3 for Matthews, and the Lakers get it back. A putback, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Reacts to the defense, and he scores.
For 3, Caldwell Pope. The putback, and it's he nails the buzzer beater.
One eye on the rim, one eye on the clock. Nice job.
And what I love, there was no panic on his part. That's the steady pulse you want in that situation.
And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers going into the break with a 10-point lead. And the three-point shot has been big for them. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Contavious, you guys came out with a lot of energy in the first half. What got you going?
Like you said, we came out with a lot of energy. We wanted to get easy basket, layups, knock down shots.
You got all that and more in that first half. Thanks. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, thank you, David. And folks, don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Round 1 action of the playoffs continuing on 2K Sports. Glad to have you with us for the halftime show. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. Looking at the Lakers, they're on the cusp of sweeping this series, and it's an opportunity they're not ready to let slip away. They were in control in the first half and don't look like they'll be backing down in the second. And taking a look at the Lakers, Shaq, what'd you think?
I know it's his 17th year, but this is LeBron at his best. Consistent, high-energy play, making presence felt on offense, all while setting a strong example for his teammates.
And over to Kenny now. Your take on the Jazz.
Well, the differential in rebounding was huge. And it goes back to the fundamentals, blocking out and just maintaining position. Instead, they went to the lazy man's route, flying in the air, trying to steal rebounds. Well, that didn't work. No one is going to give you an easy rebound.
That about wraps it up. Time now for the second half of the game. We go to Kevin Harlan for the call.
And it's Davis with the jam.
Not surprised at all. He's shooting it well and scoring points in bunches.
On deep, McLemore. The Lakers keeping it going. A new 14-second shot clock. And here's LeBron outside. Offensive rebound. And Drummond throws it down.
Well, everyone knows once Drummond gets anywhere around the rim, it's pretty much a done.
That's the 3 fly. But they recover.
Yeah, second chance points again. A huge problem.
Here's Caldwell Pope. And they're going to move on to the conference semifinals. What a performance through the entire first round. Craig sweeping in 4 games.
And they really had a tremendous series. Watching how well these guys played as a unit has got to be scary for their round 2 matchup.
And now we'll go to David Aldridge, who's standing by with our player of the game. Take it away, David.
Thank you, Kevin. Anthony, a great team victory. What was most satisfying to you about the win tonight?
We just played hard. We just played for each other. The ball was moving, wasn't sticking, and guys made the right plays. And that's what we've been doing all night, all season, and I'm just glad we came out with the win.
Well, it was a great win, man. Appreciate your time. Kevin, back to you.
All right, David, thank you. Well, that'll do it for now. Glad you could join us for the first round of the Western Conference playoffs. For Steve Smith, Craig Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for tuning in. We'll see you next time. Have a great evening.